don't get mad at me, but there is a more important caller on the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by, Fritz. I mean, I can't. The last time Bert Kreischer called us unannounced on the hotline, it's been a while. He was drunk on whiskey, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning LA time, and he was sad about how he thought his daughters were going to hate him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bert Kreischer to the show. Hi, Bert.
You guys are quitting radio, huh?
It's already made it out to L.A.
Yeah, we're joining that successful comedy tour you're putting on.
Oh, well, please do.
Hey, listen, my contract is up in a couple of days. If they don't renew and I don't have a job, can I come do security or something on the tour? That sounds like it'd be a ball.
It's going to be a ball. Well, let me tell you something. I'm hemorrhaging money on this tour, so yeah, please.
Yeah, whose idea is this? You're like, I'm going to do this all myself now.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? I thought if I can put on a tour that the comics love, then it'll be successful. We can do it year after year. And then like 10 years from now, I can just pull on a paycheck and not have to be on it. And so I was like, I told everyone, I was like, I don't want to make a cent on this tour. Any money coming to me, reinvest it in the tour. And man, that's a nightmare.
Oh, well, it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. If it was anywhere coming near here, I'd love to check it out. That looks great.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. Wait, what's going on with your contract? This stuff stresses me out so much, you have no idea.
You're the one who's already rich.
Dude, well, I'm sweating TBS. I'm waiting to find out what happens with the Go Big show.
That thing, I got to tell you, that show got better every year.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't talk about it. But
You're trailing off, Bert.
I got a movie sitting in the can waiting for Putin to calm his balls.
I think now more than ever would be a time to release that.
Man, I think you need to start leaning into cancel culture and being like, hey, I'm putting this movie out. It's all about Russia. I hope everyone likes it.
Yeah, exactly. So my contract ends on the 17th of this month, and we have not been able to secure a new one here. And there's a possibility that may not happen, and there's a possibility we may come up with something, or we end up going elsewhere, and we don't know. And as the days click on, we literally have 8 shows left after 10 o'clock today.
Would you go somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, I need to feed my family. I need to do it to work, you know?
No, like, would you move to L.A.?
Yeah, in a second.
Dude, let's put this in the universe. I would love for you to be in L.A. Do you realize how much that would change my life? I could be so out there. I can come in all the time with you guys and just be like a regular person.
Yes. I mean, look, the truth is that one time I went out to LA to pursue a job offer, and it just wasn't right. It was at nighttime on KLOS, which I thought would have been cool, but I didn't really, it wasn't the same as doing mornings. I didn't want to leave here. And, but now, I mean, at my age, if I'm going to make that decision, I got to make it now. Joey doesn't care. He'll go, Joey'd love to go to LA. And Juliana's so young, she doesn't care about loans. Yeah.
Go out to Sierra Canyon with LeBron's kids and Kardashian kids. Get a big house, get some horses for Juliana.
Dude, my son, my young Puerto Rican son that you've seen, he would love the girls out there. That would be insane for him. And the fashion, like he's into all that stuff. He's a 15-year-old kid that has his nose pierced, both his ears pierced, and 2 tattoos already.
He would thrive out here.
Yeah.
Within a second, get a chick pregnant right away, right?
Well, maybe not.
Hollywood.
I mean, what about if we put our kids together, Bert?
Hey, how about this? I got a better idea.
Okay.
Both our girls were out last night, and I got a taste of what empty nest is going to be like. Why don't you and Amanda move into this house? It's way too big. We have too many bedrooms. The girls are leaving, and we become like a quadruple.
Yeah. Yes, in for that. I always think that lifestyle of like that guy of me and my 7 wives or whatever. I think that's the best life ever. Not just for sex. I just want to hang out with a different girl every day.
I just want to have dinner with people that.
Yeah.
You know what? As soon as I stop drinking, Leanne starts drinking. She had a high noon last night.
High noon. Right.
Yeah.
We'd be the best. We'd be sitting around the fire at night, and Leanne and I can go do stuff. You and Amanda can go do stuff during the day. Me and Leanne can go do stuff during the day.
Oh, she would love doing stuff with you because you drive.
Right. Oh, I drive all the. You know how mad Bobby would be if I moved into Bert's house. Oof. Oof. He'd
Oh my God! Do you realize it would destroy him?
Dude, I was your number one best friend. Now you're living with Bert. This is ridiculous. I don't know.
What you got to do is when you talk to Bobby about this, you go. He's like, I don't know. What are you thinking about doing? You should go. I don't know. Maybe I'll start a podcast with Bert.
Oh no!
You just hear a gunshot.
A phone hit the ground, and then a body hit the ground.
Can I tell you, I gave you a heads up on something a couple years ago that you didn't bite on, and now this guy is blown up. Mike Cannon. Do you know Mike Cannon?
Yeah, I know Mike Cannon.
He just put out a special. He's going to be in town this weekend. Bobby's in Europe with Louis C.K. and Mike and I did the podcast together yesterday, and it was great. He's such a funny dude, and he's done weird drugs, man. He's done DMT and right, that was called DMT, and ayahuasca and all that. He's got some weird stories.
Oh yeah, I definitely know Mike Cannon. He's hilarious.
He's great. At one time you were like, I'm going on the road. Who should I take with me? And I was like, you should take Mike Cannon. And you were like, who else?
Do you know who I keep messing that up with? Who's the guy that opens for Steve? Gary Cannon.
Oh yeah. Big difference.
And I thought that's what you were saying, and I was like, I love Gary Cannon.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, no, who else? Well, yeah.
Not comedy-wise. I mean, Gary's a great guy, but yeah, and no, Mike Cannon.
He's a great guy. I love Gary.
Mike Cannon's a straight one.
Talking about. No. Yeah, Mike Cannon's hilarious. I just had, dude, all these guys are releasing YouTube specials and getting millions of downloads.
So, Bobby shot his down here and is releasing it probably on Louis' website because Louis produced it. And that seems to be the way to go now. All you guys always say about how cheap Comedy Central and HBO and all these people are with their thing, it's probably makes you more money just to do it yourself.
Well, Netflix isn't cheap.
No, not Netflix.
They're like the one streaming service. Yeah, but Louis, I think Bobby will make a ton of money off Louis.
Yeah.
Doing it through Louis, and you can get an Emmy that way or a Grammy or whatever. All you want is guys to have eyes on it. Like Mark, on our Fully Loaded tour, I have Mark Norman and Shane Gillis on all the days.
Oh, that's
both
crazy.
those guys have millions and millions of views on their specials.
Yeah. Well, they're both hilarious. Shane Gillis, the best thing I think that ever happened to him was that he didn't get Saturday Night Live because his skit comedy is funnier than anything they've done in a long time.
Gillian Keeves,
and Mark Norman is one of the funniest comedians that is around, and he just needed that exposure and that push,
Oh, dude! And then the best. When I fell in love with Shane Gillis, this is probably like 14, 12 years ago, maybe. We were sitting at the Philly Improv. We were doing the Colin Sick, or the Philly Helium.
Yeah.
And we were doing the Colin Sick to Work show. And he was drunk. And he was texting with an ex-girlfriend. And I said, what's her name? And he goes, well, her name's Tuna. And I went, what? My ex-girlfriend's nickname is Tuna. And he goes, and I go, is she a big girl? And he goes, her name's Tuna.
He's great, man. We've had even with the pandemic, we've had a good run with because comedians were still busting through, still needed to work, still coming through, and we still had a good group of guys coming in here and being on the show. It's been cool, man. Where are you now?
I'm home, Leanne. I'm calling into radio to feel like I'm still in this business because Leanne's not letting me work for the next 3 months. And I woke up just going like, does anyone remember who I am?
Oh yeah, that's how I'm gonna feel in about 12 days.
In 12 days, oh my God, can you imagine what you'd feel like if you had no radio show, no output? You saw some homeless person on the side of the road, and you were like, that could be my next medicine man.
I remember when I was in between jobs last time, my wife pulled me aside and she goes, listen to me, you need to get a job. And I go, yeah, I'm working on it. She goes, no, seriously, I can't hear you talk anymore. You've just talked to me about everything, and I'm sick of hearing it. I was like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I mean, we'll be fine. But listen, so I am gonna have, if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna have some downtime. I also have a couple other people in LA that I was like, I'm coming out there. My niece is at USC. My buddy Don is out there for a little while with his family, so I definitely want to come and chill out for a little while into the summer. Joey will come.
Without a doubt, I'm here. Literally, I'm off until September 1st.
Oh, that's a good.
I'm not allowed to work.
You need that, man. You need this rebound time.
Yeah, whatever. I got offered a private gig for, let's just say, ridiculous money and a private jet.
Oh.
It was one day, and Leanne's like, no, that's what it means to take time off. I was like,
Hey, can I tell you something?
John Peterson had a couple of ideas.
Say that again?
No, I think it's better than a left. No one heard it.
I thought you made a Scott Peterson reference, and I was going to crap all over it.
I made a Scott Peterson.
I want to tell you something.
I've been talking about Scott Peterson a lot. I'm home a lot right now.
it's only been a week.
I know.
What are you going to talk about next? The Wendy's lady? Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
I want to tell you this because I don't know if you see this, and you know I love you. You know we've been friends for 20 years, and I enjoy your success probably like your parents do. I mean, I'm so happy for everything I see. But something that to me personally is more important than money and all that stuff is the impact that the stuff you don't see. Every teenage kid and every college kid that I know, I could show them a picture of me with Tom Cruise and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then they always go, you know Bird? How do you know Bird? How do you know your impact on those kids now? I'm trying to equate it to what it would have been like when you were a teenager. Like, who is the... we were talking about Pauly Shore when Pauly was in his heyday, about how he showed up at spring break and people would lose their goddamn minds because it was just the hot thing at the time. But every teenager, every 20-year-old, every college student, my niece and all her friends are most impressed that I know you. That's got to be such a great feeling. That's a true sign of success.
No, I definitely don't see that at all.
You can't. You're too close to it.
Yeah, I don't. I know that my buddy's son pitches for Jesuit.
Yeah.
And they just won state champs or whatever, and so I just made because I went to Jesuit, I made a comment, and he was like, dude, that meant so much to them, and I was like, they know who I am. Yeah, they know who you are. And then of course I was like, well, let me make them a promo video for their banquet.
Did you do it? I'm sure they love that.
Oh, of course I did. I ripped my shirt off. I tried not to curse, but I definitely don't see that. I think I'm maybe too close. I feel like I feel like the impact I make on is the guy that works for Orchid who shows up at my house and goes, oh, so this is where you live?
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, it's